Hegra and the Royal Commission for AlUla, which is where Hegra is located, we're looking for a solution that would match the modern world and modern tourism needs to the historical and cultural significance of a site of that age.
A lot of Hegra is ruins, especially the city. So when you are trying to tell that story of this thriving civilization, contemporary with Egypt and Rome, who has trade networks everywhere, but you're only looking at, archaeological footprints, it's really hard to imagine kind of the grandeur of this civilization. So one of the great things that augmented reality was able to do is fill in that narrative gap to show people, here is what this city looked like. Here are people, living and thriving and interacting, bringing life to what is now kind of a barren landscape. So it's essentially a tool that enhances the storytelling abilities of the tour guides who are already on site by layering in visuals and audio.
And that's what's cool about the augmented reality tour is because, when you're there, you imagine what it's like when people come here and inhabit that space back when it was in use. And then we show you that.
And now we come to Jabal Ithlib. It was the ideal space to swap religious beliefs, eat, and relax.
I think it's really interesting that this technology that people think of as being futuristic has been applied to historic sites first and foremost.
We traveled to Hegra, Saudi Arabia to capture things like actual 3D scans of the insides of tombs, to capture 360-degree photos and videos of the actual tour sites so that we can then take them back in post-production and build out the tour so we can put people in these ancient spaces.
BES brought back photography to be used to reconstruct certain structures on the site to be used as 3D models in order to tell us part of the story that I don't think the visitors would have gotten otherwise.
What little archaeological record we have was used by artists and ourselves to assemble a 3D reconstruction of what ancient Hegra might have looked like. We put into that environment plants. We put in there digital people, 3D reconstructions. And then we added all of the people that we had shot in our studio to the 3D model to bring the city back to life.
You're not watching it on a TV, it's not on a screen. You kind of get to observe whatever you want to going on the scene. Maybe a screen will pop up and you'll watch something happen. You get to pick what you're gonna watch and observe. And that's what makes the project so involved.
There's history all around us, and augmented reality allows us to see those things that otherwise we wouldn't notice. I think that's why augmented reality is really great for history in particular, because, say an archaeological site, usually there's not a ton to see. Being able to put buildings back into place, being able to put people back into places is an incredible interpretive tool that helps make history feel less remote and closer to people.
I think the tour is a rare combination where technology meets the in-person experience to tell a complete story. And I think Hegra is a story worth telling.